Hey everybody, and welcome to the Biz. My name is Josh on windowcleaningresource.com, the greatest and most fantastic website for window cleaners anywhere. Today we're going to be talking about tracking, the immensely boring topic of tracking. But I actually like it. I'm a numbers guy, so anything that I know about my company that has to do numbers-wise, where I can compare or look at or get more in depth, is something that I like personally. If you're an owner occupied or owner operator, then you will probably not be as interested in this as somebody who is not. Even if you work with a helper, numbers look great on paper or in your head when you don't actually see the breakdown. You talk to a couple of the big guys that do tracking. Talk to Chris Lamborghini's. He's a big tracker with marketing. Talk to a bunch of different people that track real tight, and they really keep good track of things. They know more about their company than you may know about your company. And to put this in terms, say you're making your $100 an hour. Say that's what you want to make, or say it's $50 a man hour. There's two guys, $100 an hour. Say that. On paper, when you say, hey, this is what I'm making, it might sound great because that's how long it takes you. But how long did it take you to get to the job? How long did it take you to get to the next job? How long did it take you to actually get the work done? You know, you can get as in depth with tracking as you feel fit. I personally, we have guys that work for me. I don't necessarily clean every day. So it's really nice when our guys come up with sheets, and the sheets have their times in and out of every job. And that's all fine and dandy, but when you take the entire day and put it together, and say you worked 5 hours out of the day, and you had an hour worth of drive time, lunch breaks, fueling the truck, leaving, talking, getting prepared, all that fun stuff, are you really making that $100 an hour? Now, I don't talk price as much because if you're in Hollywood, California, you probably laugh at the idea of making $100. If you are in Canada, you might be able to do a little bit better. There's different parts all over that do better or worse. So that's not what really we're talking about. But we're talking about whatever that dollar figure is for you. How is your time being well spent? Now, we actually have a division also to my company that is a pressure washing division. Very odd. Yes, we do house washers, but they also do some bigger stuff. But we also track them, and we find out how much they make per hour, per man, breakdowns in jobs. And their time is they have fill time, where they have to come back to the shop, fill again. We have 550 gallons on board, so they have to fill usually twice in a day. And that's fine, but you're losing that time. Now, to track the entire day, put the numbers together and go, wow, okay, they did whatever it is. You know, say they did $96 out of that 100. Not too bad. But if we can get a fire hydrant that is closer to the job, would it save us time? You know, if we were tracking that, would it be worth our time? And the answer is yeah. In that particular case, we found out that by having the fire hydrant, we would actually save ourselves about 6 to 12 man hours a day, because we run a 3-man crew. So that's huge when you're looking at payroll. But if you didn't track that to find out, you know, really what is everything, where are the times and things like that, you might have overlooked it. The other thing is with marketing. If you're not tracking where you're getting your peeps from, then you're not knowing what it is that is actually making you money. You know, if you think your brochure is fantastic and you do mailings of the brochure, but you're not getting enough people in with that brochure, it's not worth your time. Don't do it. If you have a business card up on a bulletin board somewhere, it was free to put it there, and you haven't gotten a call from it, that's something you might want to leave up, because they can logo recognize and all that other fun stuff to it. But if you don't track it, you don't know where everything's coming from, you're really missing out on the whole picture. And the more specific that you can be in the company, I feel that you can run it a little bit better. So we like to track everything. And our time is actually the biggest one, is because we're in a labor service industry. And being in that, time is our biggest expense. You know, if the guys use a little extra Dawn, you know, or they dirty towels a little quicker, that's not huge to me. But if I'm losing an hour or two of man hours in a day, that's bigger to me because it costs me more money. So by tracking time and things like that, you'd actually be able to see a little bit closer in what's actually going on. What I'm going to do is put up a really simple Excel spreadsheet. And if you don't know Excel, it's one of the most easiest things to use. Formulas get into a little bit hairy, but now everything's a preset button anyway. But I'm going to put that up there. Take it, put your information in there. If you are not going out on jobs, when you give your guys, if you give your guys a calendar in the beginning of the day, we have it laid out on how long job A is going to take, how long job B is going to take, how long job C is going to take, and all kind of put out there so that they know where they're going, when they're going, so they can stay on that. A little bit more useful information that won't be on the invoices we send with them, phone numbers and such. But if they punch in and out, it takes an extra second of their time. Crew chief of the crew will put that down. And then when they bring it back to me, I can actually see where specifically they are. And, yeah, you know, I mean, if you don't trust your guys, then there could be some issues. Maybe they went to lunch and they kind of fibbed the numbers a little bit. But if the numbers are still working out, I mean, it's something for you to decide on if your guys can be trusted with that. But it's nice. It's not too big of a hassle for them, but then you being the one that's sitting in the office doing everything else, and sales and payroll and all that other fun stuff, you're going to be able to track it a little bit better. But it's a simple one. We also track all of our route work so that we know what we make per month on all of our route. We know what we make per year on all of our route. And it's all broken down into usable numbers with frequencies. We have individual notes so that we can see, you know, Walgreens over here likes to have their insides done only using a step ladder and whatever else, so that we are all on the same page. You can get into any of it. If you do not like tracking, you can do really simple tracking that will not take up tons of your time, but will tell you tons of information. And Excel is great for that. You know, I have Excel on my phone, which means I'm a nerd. But you know, if I need to pull up a sheet, I can, and I have it, and I will be able to see it and track it wherever I am. If I need to enter something like that. But you can also print these up just like you would on a QuickBooks, on their list, and print something, and actually be able to look at it and see where your money's going, what's going. And we even get into as far as doing our bills and shop expenses and all that, so that we know how many dollars per day we need to make to pay bills, or you know, when we break everything down that way, you really get to take a look, and it helps you optimize. You know, say you have a shop, and we have a dumpster here. Okay, it sounds really stupid, but with all the leaf gutter cleanings and things like that, it's nice to have. But if you were having it done emptied once a week, you don't need it done once a week. Look at your numbers. Hey, I can save $30 a month here by doing this. If we have certain energy bills, we changed out our lights, I can actually track where everything went, and it makes you feel as though you have a stronger connection with your business, being able to make more in-depth decisions on what you want to do with it. But anyway, my name is Josh with The Biz on windowcleaningresource.com. I hope you all are out there making millions. All right, enjoy your day.